Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm in my sewing room. I call it my sewing corner. This is actually a guest bedroom. I have a bed sitting right here, but behind me I have a round table with my sewing machine and my craft stuff and whatever I'm working on. I've got it piled high full of good stuff. But this video is all about this little needle book I made by slow stitching. I just think it turned out so adorable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make it another one, and I'm going to show you how I did it. And I want to be flipping the camera around so you can see what I'm doing better. I'm going to have it pointing towards my table. So let me get up and flip this camera around and we'll get started making another needle book. So this is a little needle book I made, and I put an embroidery piece on the front, and this is all slow stitching. I put a yo-yo here, and a button, a vintage button. Then the back of it, I have another yo-yo, some lace, some flowers I embroidered, and I did the blanket stitch all the way around it. I tied it, instead of a ribbon, I just used some torn fabric, cotton fabric that I just tore in a strip and used that as my ribbon. And inside, this is how it looks. I put another embroidery piece. This is some stitches with the beautiful DMC threads I have. I've got a lot of them. They have some beautiful DMC threads out there, I'm telling you. I embroidered over here. And inside I put batting, has the pages. In the center page, I actually did some embroidering down the center there. So today I'm just going to kind of walk you through on how I did this slow stitching and how I came up with this design. I just start laying fabric down, but it's a fun progress. So let's just get started making one, okay? The first thing you need to do is find you some scraps, which I'm using all my scraps that I have in the house, and you need to iron them. So get your iron out, make sure your fabric is ironed. These are the pieces of fabric I pulled out, which I think I've got enough to make this little needle book. It won't take much, but they need to be pressed out. Get all the wrinkles out before you get started. I love bright colors, so I think these are going to be bright enough. Don't you think? Let's get them all wrinkle-free here. And they can be all different shapes or sizes. As long as it's a little tiny piece, you can use it on slow stitching. All right, one more piece. Okay, let me get this iron turned off and I'll be right back. Okay, got all my fabric pieces pressed and ready to go. Next, this is the template. You can make your needle book any size you want to, but this is the size I just made, the one I showed you. It's 4.5 by 8.5. This little guy here is this size. So what I did, I cut out 2 of these batting out of the batting. So you'll need 2 4.5 by 8.5 pieces of batting. Okay, this will be the front and this will be the inside. And I actually have these guys I made Aren't they cute? These are vintage pieces, embroidery pieces. This little girl. Or it could be a little boy. It looks like a little boy. They're cute. And then I have this little circus dog, which I think is adorable. And I think this is the one I'm going to put on the front of this one I'm making. This little pattern is actually from 1916. Isn't he adorable? I love that. So I've already got my front part that I want. So let me get my, so this is going to be my front one. Doesn't matter which one you use because they're the same size. And on this side, since it's going to be opening this way, you need to lay this little dog right there. Or whatever you want to put on the very front of the needlebook. And I want him to be there, so I need to cut him down to size. I'm not sure if I want him to cover the whole front or just part of the front, because he's pretty big. He's a pretty big embroidery piece. Let me see. I am really hooked on slow stitching, that's for sure. I'm trying to get this straight. It doesn't have to be straight, but I want it as straight as possible. I'm just being picky. But with slow stitching, you don't have to worry about that. Well, he's going to be cute. Doesn't leave much room for me to do anything down here as far as a different fabric. Let me just cut off a little bit more. And a little bit more off the side here. Let me see if I like that. Yeah, that way I can put a piece down here. And when I fold it, you'll actually be able to see a piece, a different piece of fabric going down the side. I'm going to take a little bit more off this side right here. Because like this one filled up the whole front. You can see a little bit of the different fabric, but I had a lot of room down here for me to do extras. So with this one, it'll be a little bit different. But that's going to make it special. That's why I like slow stitching. It is so, you never know how exactly it's going to turn out. But I do like the way that is fitting. Then when I close it, it'll be like that. That's perfect. Okay, got my dog cut out. My little puppy dog. Okay, now I've got to decide what do I want to put down here. So I've got all my pieces that I went and pressed them out really good. And you just start laying pieces down. Oh, that's cute. See how this red piece looks. Wow, that's pretty too. I like all of them. I think I'm going to go with this one. I think. Yeah, I'll go with this one. I think that'll be pretty. So I'm just going to cut a piece to kind of fit in there. Oh, I can cut it. I've got an idea. I can cut it a little bit smaller and I can have two pieces in there. Like that. And make sure you keep all your little scraps. Now these little tiny things you can throw away, but anything this size or smaller, definitely keep because you can use it on another project. Another slow stitch project. Be perfect for it. I can put that there and maybe add something else. Let's see. Okay, I think I add this yellow there. Like that. And what I want to do, I'm going to put it underneath because I don't want to cover up any of my little dog there, my little puppy dog. And put this underneath like this, overlap it a little bit. Okay. Alrighty, let me see what else I've got going on. Let's cut a piece for, that's cute. I'm just going to cut a long piece. This is a fairly large piece, isn't it? I'll do it this way. There's no wrong way to do it. You just got to decide what you want. Or put it underneath so I can outline this with like a cross stitch stitch all around it, make it pop. So I'm going to put my fabric underneath there. So I can do like an outline around that. Be pretty. Okay. Let me see what else. Oh, let's put some pink up there. Cut out a piece that will fit right there. Oh, I like that. Isn't it amazing how just a few pieces of material makes a difference? I tell you, I love this stuff. I haven't been doing it very long, that's for sure, and I just can't get enough of it right now because it's so, you just never know how it's going to look. That's what I like about it. That's what I like about it. And it doesn't matter if it's got this little piece up here short. I'm just going to add another strip there. And I like working with lines, but you can do circles. You can do whatever you want. This is whatever you want. I'm just going to. See, put that up there. Want that straight. But that's just me. Okay. I think all I need is put one big piece there, or I could put two pieces there. I can put a small piece here, and then another small piece here, and that would be fine. I'm trying to use all the pieces of fabric I have laying here because I want all the colors on there. And well, there you have it. My goodness, we got it all laid out. It looks beautiful. So what I want to do, I'm just going to take some white thread, just plain sewing thread, and just base it around, just kind of tack these down. And then I'll start embroidering all around all the squares like I did here. I embroidered different designs around. Sometimes I put it inside. I sewed around yo-yos. Oh, got to show you some yo-yos. I pulled some yo-yos out. Let me show you some yo-yos. I've got a red yo-yo I could put here. Oh, that would be cute. I've got a blue one I could put in the back, and then I'll just sew around that. And then I've got some lace. You can add lace. If you got lace, pull your lace out. Let me see. Doesn't have to be very much. Just take a piece, and I may add that right here. Like that. And do I want to use that? Yeah, I could even actually embroider something on this. Let me use a piece of this too. Isn't this fun? Oh my goodness. I'm going to start on this one this evening. Once I get it tacked down, I want to work on this tonight. See this? I can actually embroider on top of that. I'm not sure where I want to lay it. Let me see. Maybe right there. Like that. I think so. This is going to be so pretty. So like I said, the next thing you do is this is the front, and then you can do the back, the inside, just like this. Something similar to this. Lay it all out. And then you're going to sew it all up. And then just attach, then sew them together with a blanket stitch. With the wrong sides together. And then just cut you out whatever many pages you want out of flannel for the inside. And do a seam down there. And make sure you catch your little tie, whatever you use, as you're sewing it down. And you have your needlebook. Well, I can't wait to start on this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe. That would be wonderful. And I'll let you guys see this when I get it done on the next video. All right, have fun doing this. This is such a fun project. I'm going to make a bunch of these and give these away as gifts. I think they make beautiful gifts. All right, God bless. I'll see you soon. Happy stitching.